What's up, guys? So it's actually a pretty nice day today. It's only about 98 degrees out in Fresno today, so it's actually pretty nice. So I decided to come out and we're gonna work on the JB4 today. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys and let you know what the issue was. When I was removing the JB4, I was trying to remove the pins from the loom, and I did not know that you actually needed one of these, and this is a D-sub pin extractor. So there's actually a little extractor that you can buy on eBay or other places for around $5. And this extractor helps you remove the pins from the harness without actually ripping them out. So you live and you learn. So I thought I'd share this experience with you guys so that you don't do the same thing if you didn't know about it. So we're gonna go to the car right now and actually try and fix the wiring on there. I finally got the replacement wiring from George over at Burger Motorsports, so we can actually do this correctly this time. So without further ado, guys, let's get started. So although it's only about 98 degrees outside, I am under direct sunlight because I do not have a garage, which really sucks. So hopefully one of these days I can get a carport or something, or maybe move. That'd be great too. It's just really hot to work out here for extended periods. So if you guys see me kind of hiding under the hood of the car, that's why, because I'm trying to get as much shade as possible. So I usually keep my JB4 tucked away right here in the side compartment next to the battery and the ECU. But for now, we're gonna pull it out and get access to all this wiring right here. Now, if you notice, this right here is the OBD2 wire that goes all the way in through the firewall and into the car. This right here is what was ripped off. This is the green and brown wiring right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unclip it. And the way you unclip it is just by pulling on this tab upwards and removing, and they pull apart rather easily. So that can just go back down. Now, right here is where this is gonna get a little bit more difficult. So we're gonna have to remove this cover right here, which is gonna be with some precision screwdrivers. You have two flatheads here and usually two here. I lost one, so there's pretty much just one here and two here for me. And once we open this, we can go ahead and remove the brown wiring that's still in the loom, as well as the broken pin that's still inside of the loom as well. Well, sorry about that. Thought I was recording, but apparently I wasn't. No worries, we have everything fixed up now. It is installed correctly to my knowledge. The only thing I had to do was take off the AFR wire. I'm gonna see if that's what maybe was causing the check engine light, because that was not in the right pin, and I kind of broke my D-sub pin extractor, so I think I had the wrong size, need to buy a different one. Get back to you guys with an update on that, but more difficult than it should have been, at least for me. That is taken care of now. Actually, JB1 is now out. The JB4 is back in, so that's all connected correctly this time. So hopefully no more issues. So we're gonna go ahead and start the car, let it kind of cycle up, take the car for a cruise, give it some you know, wide open throttle runs, and hopefully it will kind of settle into that map 2 again. And then from there, I will give you guys an update on if the app was working, because that was giving me a little bit of an issue, but we're gonna check that out, okay? All right, so moment of truth, we're gonna find out if this has removed the check engine light, which hopefully it has, as well as restored our usage of the Bluetooth app on the JB4, so let's do it. Give it a little time to settle. So as you guys can see, the check engine light is still on. Now we're gonna go ahead and shut the car off real quick and turn it back on one more time. Hopefully that will clear it. Negatory. So we're gonna take the car for a little drive, and hopefully that will have some kind of effect. If not, then whoop, then we really need to get the OBD11, scan it, figure out what's going on. So been a bit of a pain, but we'll get through it. I have faith and patience, and you guys. All right, so we have our phone here connected via the Volkswagen magnet. Go ahead and put that back right there. We're gonna have the JB4 app. We're gonna go ahead and open that. And you have this super cool display. So this display is gonna show you everything you need, RPM, AFR, etc. We're gonna click connect. Have to have your Bluetooth on, obviously. So that's gonna show all our values. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little rev real quick. Seems to be registering pretty well. So we're gonna give it a little bit of a drive, some wide open throttle, and then we'll see if it's registering correctly and how much better that map 2 pulls to the JB1. So obviously I can't really quantify that to you guys, it's more for me, but you get the point.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I just got back from driving around and I had completely forgotten after only about 2 or 3 weeks of driving with the JB1 how it felt with the JB4. Let me tell you, mind-blowing, completely different. It just pulls so much harder, the power is so much more immediate, and it's so much faster. I mean, it really is much quicker with the JB4 on map 2 than the JB1. It is insane how much of a difference it was. Even the throttle response, everything just feels so much nicer. I mean, this is how the car should have felt from factory. This is absolutely amazing. And the great thing is the JB4 doesn't flash the ECU, so it's not traceable. Awesome. So if you guys are thinking about getting the JB4, do not even hesitate. Pull the trigger now, because it's fucking awesome. So worth it, especially for the price and for not flashing the ECU. Good stuff. So now I just need to replace my AFR fuel wire, and then I can actually get with George and do some custom tuning, which I'm super excited for. The next step after that would be a water meth ratio kind of mixed in there, and then maybe an actual tune to stack with it. So we'll see how that goes, you know, who knows, but I am looking at a bunch of different options. This is something that I take very seriously because this is my daily driver, so I don't want to push it too far. I don't want to break things more than I already do, so I have to be very careful since this is my only car and my family car, so it still needs to be comfortable and, of course, fast and fun. That's really what's most important to me, is it being fun. It's about the driving experience, not being the fastest car on the road. That's pretty much it for today's video, guys. One of these days I am going to get to do a 0 to 60, some more in-depth stuff, and when I get some money, hopefully go to the track. But that's probably after I get a legit tune to stack and maybe the water meth. We'll see. I need to have a little bit more to kind of work with and have fun before I go out to the track, because tracks around here are not cheap and I have zero money, so yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around. If you guys liked the video, be sure to like it, subscribe if you haven't, and look forward to some more great content, guys, because it's coming very soon and more diverse, so not just car stuff. I'll catch you later. Stay boosted, bros.